What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Tyler Perry goes into the details of what he was saying to Will Smith during the Oscar slap. So let me go ahead and show you guys this article that I've been observing. He goes on to explain his interaction with Will Smith after the infamous Oscar slap. There's a difference between comforting and de-escalating. First of all, Tyler Perry is trying to get the smoke up off of him. He like, yo, listen. Stop including my name. Keep my name out of your mouth. I was over here de-escalating and making sure that I was consoling my friend and making sure that things remained calm so that I can make sure that this dude is not jumping off the rails. All right. It's the difference between validating behavior and being there for your homie. I rock with this. I don't have any problem with what's being said at all right now. He goes on to say that he was not comforting Will after the latter slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, but was actually trying to calm the situation down. He said there's a difference between comforting and de-escalating. During the Q&A session with Gayle King at the Tribeca Film Festival, why does Gayle King continue to get all of the exclusive interviews? Why is she at the forefront of everything great, right? She over there interviewing Meg Thee Stallion. People is running over there to her to make sure that they, get off their rocks and then they tell their side of the story and all of that. I don't understand why people continue to talk to Gayle King. I know Denzel Washington was talking to TD Jakes at a summit or something like that because TD Jakes at the time was being a little gossip girl. And I rock with TD Jakes. I don't have no problem with him, but good grief. At the Academy Awards in March, Smith shocked the audience when he went on stage and slapped Chris Rock. We already know about that. Tyler Perry said, I was there close up. I left early to go and check on Chris because it was wrong in no uncertain terms. And I made sure I said that to Will. So he did check Will. He said, yo, you wrong, big homie. You can't be going up there putting your hands on another man. Calm down. Put your balls back in your pants and make sure that you pick up your big boy draws on and man up. And so he was absolutely being there for the dude. And he was also going to check on Chris because I guess that Tyler Perry is an OG in this thing. You know what I'm saying? We already seen the slap. No need in going over that. We didn't see that 100,000 times. Says that Smith was devastated after the slap. It was a come to Jesus moment with this man. And he was like, yo, what the heck did I just do? I let my emotions control me when I had this stuff under control my entire life. I went up there and I put my hands on this man and I possibly put my entire career in jeopardy. That's crazy. Still crazy to this day because I remember when I first heard about it, I didn't even believe it. I'm like, that's impossible. Will Smith would never do no dumb junk like that. It's got to be a stunt. All these months later, still in awe. He couldn't believe he did it. I'm looking at this man, his eyes going, what are you doing? This is your night. The night that Will Smith is supposed to be celebrated, specifically for winning an Oscar. And then he went in and say, and to get all his way to winning an Oscar, it was one of the crowning moments of his career that he wanted so desperately. And then it all comes crashing down in an instance. Shortly after the slap, Smith went on to win the Best Actor trophy for his performance in King Richard. He's been banned from attending the Oscars for the next 10 years. I think he is very much in reflection trying to figure out what happened. I think he already figured out what happened. It might have something to do with the woman that he sleeps next to every day. Citing Smith's memoir, Perry alluded to a section in the book in which Smith recalled being unable to protect his mother at 8 years old. I actually remember reading that part because we have the book here and I read Will Smith's book way before that. And I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it, right? Him simping all the way up into this moment ultimately became the crowning achievement and his downfall in his career. Says, I know that feeling of being a man and thinking about the little boy. If that trauma is not dealt with right away as you get older, it will show up in the most inappropriate, most horrible time. Facts. Perry also described Rock as a pure champion for how the latter handled the incident. However, he added that something happened that was extremely painful for Smith as well. It's no excuse. He was completely wrong, but something triggered. That was so out of everything he is, or maybe that's always what he was. He says being friends with both of them has been very difficult. Put him in a difficult situation, right? Ultimately, I think that Tyler Perry did the right thing. He was there for his homies. He was there for his friends. He was ensuring that everybody was okay and everybody was cool, calm, and collected, and that nothing escalated to be any more than what it was. What do y'all think? I'm curious. What do you think about Tyler Perry and him participating and making sure that he's a friend to both of them? He's in a difficult situation. He understands how big this night is. We all know that it was being directed by a black director, so to speak, and staff. And then it seems like what could happen did happen. Murphy's Law absolutely showed up at that night for Will Smith and everybody involved. And I think that it ultimately put a black eye, not for the Oscars, because the Oscars actually came up and got a jolt of excitement during an award season that nobody was checking for. But ultimately, I think that it was the worst thing for him, the worst thing for them, and then it put everybody in a defensive mode, which is why you cannot fly off the handle and do things that you're not supposed to do when you're not supposed to do them. Never react emotionally. It's okay to have emotions, but it's never okay to make a decision based off of those emotions. You have to calm down, sleep on that junk, chill out. And by the time that you wake up, you'll probably wake up and be thinking to yourself, I wasn't that big of a deal in the first place. But here's the biggest thing, and here's the biggest key. When you fly off the handle and when you have issues and problems, and then you react to it, what you do is not only fumble the bag for yourself, but you fumble it for everybody that depends on you and those that align with you. You make them look bad. Often at times when I'm coaching people, make sure y'all join the Patreon. The link is in the description. If you need to kick it with me personally, go to my website, antondaniels.com, hit the email link, or you can email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com, and we're going to get you scheduled and put on the calendar. But I tell people all the time when I'm coaching them, yo, you are a reflection of me now. I am going to be on you. I am going to push you because I don't want anybody saying that you are associated with me if you are not what you were supposed to be. So it's in my best interest to put my best foot forward at all times. People tap into you because they actually believe in you, not just because you're awesome at what it is that you do. Will Smith, this is a learning lesson for all of us, not just for him, but he's human just like everybody else. He need big homies. He need friends. We all need somebody, I guess, like Tyler Perry that's trying to de-escalate the situation and ensure that everybody is okay and successful, because everybody has a vested interest in everybody else's success. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Tyler Perry handled this correctly? And is he right? It's a difference between validating somebody's behavior and de-escalating that behavior, trying to step in and do the right thing where, honestly, Tyler Perry would have been better off. Being a good friend causes you to take some heat. Denzel Washington, Tyler Perry, everybody was questioning him afterwards because they automatically was associated with it and they was on the camera consoling him. But he probably would have been better off not saying nothing at all personally, in which he would have never even been in the spotlight having to answer these type of questions in the first place. But being a good friend puts you in a line of fire just like everybody else. So again, I'd like to know you guys' thoughts. Let me know if you think that Tyler Perry handled this correctly. This slap apparently is never, ever, ever going away. Tap in. Make sure you join the Patreon. Link is in the description. I got the live stream tonight, so that should be awesome. Released for everybody tomorrow. And then last but not least, I need you guys to do me one more favor before we get up out of here. Make sure you tell your family and friends. We don't want to be rich and successful by ourselves. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit a like for YouTube algorithm, and then turn on the notification bell. Your thoughts, please.